Good day, ladies and gents. Today we have a couple of things to talk about. So I'm going to talk about whether Tarkov is getting ready to release on Steam, even though I am kind of skeptical about this happening in the nearest time, but we're going to talk about this and what made me think that we are possibly getting Tarkov on Steam soon. We're going to talk about some arm protection bug that is in the game right now, a returning bug. And we're going to talk about the new flashlight bug, as well as the new volumetric lighting, how it looks like, and what interesting things it causes. And right before we start, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you still haven't, to make sure you don't miss any of the news. And once you have any thoughts about this video, about the bugs, about the Steam, let me know down in the comments below if you have any thoughts. So yeah, let's get straight to it. So about the arm hitbox glitch, it looks like this. It was in the game in the past. It got fixed like 3 or 4 times, but it keeps coming back.
Here, let's do it again.
Here's a good clip.
Go until you die. Ready? You have blacked arm, aim down sights. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's...
So here's a good clip from HyperRed, and long story short, the way the game is supposed to work, like whenever somebody is aiming at you or they're just standing still and you shoot them in their arm and you black out their arm, with all the next shots the bullet is supposed to pen arm like it doesn't exist. So in other words, with the first bullet you black out their arm, and the next two go through the arm into their chest and the person dies. But right now, instead of penetrating the arm, the bullets actually get sucked in and the damage is spread throughout the body, leading to you having to deal way more damage and spend way more bullets to kill somebody in the chest if they're getting protected. And in this case, HyperRed talks about canted sight plus B25, because if you're using the usual gun, your PMC aims like this. You can still get them in the chest area through like this area, through this area. But whenever you use canted sight with the canted grip, your PMC actually aims like this. So hitting the chest is much more difficult because he covers all the area with his right arm, as well as his left arm is underneath. So the chest is actually blocked. And I think that's a great deal because this has been fixed like 3 or 4 times, but this bug keeps coming back. Hopefully BSG focus on this and finally fix it. So PvP and generally shooting scavs feels better because... Sorry. This applies to the scavs and the bosses as well. So if you're shooting in the boss in the chest and there's like his fingers in the way and you ask yourself, why does it take 30 shots to kill the boss in the chest? This is why. Let me quickly show you how volumetric lighting looks like. And so the top screenshot will have volumetric lighting on and the bottom will have off. And long story short, if you disable volumetric light, it gets rid of this white fog that comes from light sources, but at the same time it makes the rooms a bit darker. So there are pros and cons. Whether you want to use it or not, it's up to you. I generally prefer the game with volumetric lighting on, but the fact that the game looks way more clean without any fog and flashlights look so much better when you turn the volumetric light off is very, I don't know, very tempting. And speaking of the flashlights, right now my game doesn't have volumetric lighting on, and as you can see there's like no fog coming from the lamp. And I have 3 flashlights installed on my gun. And funnily enough, whenever I use them, I am not getting blinded. I can actually see perfectly. I don't get blinded. However, the person whom I'm aiming at is gonna see this, chat. Let me drop the gun a bit better. So this is what the person is gonna see, the one I'm aiming at. Well, probably should use a higher ground. Alright, this is what the person is gonna see. And I can apply like 3 or 4 more flashlights, so the person is gonna be absolutely blinded. And Chief has a really cool clip of showing how you just blind people with a flashlight and you can see everything perfectly.
Yeah, you can't see shit, can you, buddy? You can't see shit. You missed every shot. You can't even see me. Oh my god.
So yeah, flashlights look amazing if you have turned it off. And I think this is how flashlights should look like to begin with. It's kind of lame that if you don't have volumetric light turned off and you use flashlight, you literally can't see anything. You literally blind yourself all the time. And I'm not a big fan of this. So I hope BG do something to make sure flashlights are looking decent in any way, no matter which kind of settings you use. But yeah, there isn't really much else to say about this. Let's move on to the next topic, which is will Tarkov move eventually to the Steam? A week ago or so, BSG done a really small change. If you go to your profile and escape from Tarkov and click on settings, it's going to open a new website which is called profile.tarkov.com. And you can link different accounts here. You can change your security settings. And all right, let me quickly do something. Doesn't like my VPN probably. And long story short, it is a bit weird that we are getting a additional website for our settings and linked accounts, which made a lot of people believe that maybe in the future we'll be able to link such accounts as YouTube. BSG did talk about doing some sort of drops, same as Twitch drops, but on YouTube, and potentially Steam. So what are the pros and what are the cons of GFT getting released on Steam? Oh, and a quick reminder that I think you might be able to change your two-factor authentication email. So yeah, if you lost access to your original email, it's possible that you can somehow restore it. I'm not too sure, but if any of you had any problems with the email, try playing around with the website, see if you can figure something out. But yeah, so what are the pros and what are the cons of releasing on Steam? So cons of releasing on Steam are very simple. Whenever you release the game on Steam, anything that you sell has a 30% tax rate towards the Steam. All the income that you get, all the revenue, 30% is being taken by the Steam. So if BSG sell the game on Steam for $100 or whatever, 30% of that will be taken by Steam. And Nikita doesn't want to lose money. So why would you release on Steam if you can just release it on your own website and not lose the 30%? Another bad thing about Steam is reviews. You can actually review games on Steam and people might see that a lot of people don't like Tarkov, that there is cheaters, there are bugs or whatever. And based on the reviews, they will not buy the game. And on top of that, you can actually refund the game on Steam. So if you buy the game, you play it for less than 2 hours, you can refund the game no matter what. You can just say, I don't like the game, please give me the money back, and the refund is going to go through. What are the pros of releasing on Steam? The pros is that, first of all, the game gets a much bigger market. Lots of people that play games, they just use Steam, EA, and Epic Launcher, and they don't really use other launchers to download the games. And they might see Escape from Tarkov in the store and be like, yo, what's this game? Let's check it out. So, bigger audience is one of the pros. On top of that, I'm not sure how it works, but Steam might offer somehow to supply BSG with servers, maybe give them a discount, so it's cheaper to run the game. I'm not sure about this, just a thought. And what makes me think that we can potentially get EFT on Steam. So let's talk about the release of the game. Let's say the game releases at the end of this year, and the hype dies down a year later. BSG will still release DLCs. They still gonna work on Arena and EFT. But once the hype goes down, I can see BSG releasing on Steam in order to grab like that last chunk of people that they can potentially make buy the game. And yeah, like if nobody's buying the game through your own launcher, if the hype died down, you can just release on Steam and get those additional revenue. So yeah, that makes me think that we can potentially get EFT on Steam sometime later on, but I don't see it happening anytime soon, if I'm honest. So yeah, make sure you share your thoughts down below. Maybe I missed something. And once again, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening. I will see you in the next one. Take care.